The memory is usually a big challenge because low-end PCs have less memory, but I don't consider this to be a challenge only for low-end machines, because even on a big PC, it's always better to use less memory, right? If you use too much memory and you want to record videos with OBS, it's going to be a problem. If you want to do email, it's going to be a problem. And so we try to optimize all across the range of detail levels as much as we can, to use as little memory, as little performance, energy as possible. And so it's not specifically a challenge for console or anything, right? The way we address the different performance of machines is just by reducing detail. And the specificity with detail is that if you, for example, for wake turbulence is in 3D, right? If we want to have twice as much resolution, in 3D it's 8 times more expensive. So the other way around, if you want to make a version which is 8 times cheaper, you just need to halve the resolution. So it's the same with photography, right? If you double the number of pixels in 2 dimensions, you get just so much more space, right? A 4K photo is way more than a 1080p photo or video. And it's the same with detail, which means that for lower performance machines, we don't need to reduce the detail by that much. Just a little bit is usually enough. And so that's our approach. Optimize across the whole range of details, and just detail for the machines. An important thing we did not explain during the presentation, but which is in the version you have tested, we now implemented automatic detail. It was a user request. We've talked about it on a few Q&As. Automatic detail is optional. You can turn it on and off. In the sim up there, it's set. So what it does, you can choose your target FPS. So up there it's set to 35. And if the FPS is above, nothing changes. But if the FPS goes below, the game will automatically reduce detail to stay above. So what we found is up there, the demo, the average FPS that we've measured is 55. So normally you don't even see automatic detail kicking in, but maybe could happen that at some point you fly super low, a lot of streaming, I don't know. If it happens, the detail would automatically adjust. And this is very convenient. If you have a low-end machine, you can just say, okay, I will minimum 20, and even a very low-end machine, the system will automatically adjust. People like, if you do a lot of VR, you like to have 60. And the issue is, like, when you're high in the sky, you can have 60 on ultra, that's not a problem. And then you go very low, very fast, and the FPS will go down. So you will say, okay, I will switch to high. And then it's okay, but then you go back high and you say, oh, now it's not as nice, I want ultra. And so you switch back and forth. But now what you can do is just go ultra and say auto FPS 60 FPS, and the system will automatically reduce the detail when you go low and automatically put back the detail when you go high. Yeah. So that's been a request from the community. We have that by default in the sim, and you will be able to adjust on release.
Does this include resolution and everything?
No, it's what is very expensive is really the detail of the world.
All right.
And we just in order to reduce the detail by 2, all we need is to bring in everything by 20-30%. And because it's all in, it's the world, it's in 3D, the cost reduces very quickly. We just bring in a little bit. You don't even notice when you sim. You don't even notice.